Wow, I just love those intros. I'm telling you, they are great. Welcome, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day.
Woo, woo.
Gotta love that hump day. Why?
Yep.
Because we're in the middle of the week and it's almost the weekend. And who doesn't look forward to the weekend, right?
The weekend.
Right? It's like, look out, weekend, because here I come.
Because weekends were made for fun.
So how's everybody doing out there? Hopefully everybody is doing great. As for us, we are here doing good, just doing our thing. Hanging out in the studio. So how's it going? What's been going on, girl?
You know what? Not a whole lot. I used to rush, go everywhere, do everything, and now I've just been relaxing.
Always rushing.
It's been nice.
I think life is just a rush. It's
not
just
anymore.
Like,
now that I'm older, that I'm 51, I'm not afraid of my age. I don't care. I feel like I slowed down more than, of course, I was in my 20s and 30s.
Well, I
40s.
think when you're in your 20s, that's like your peak, man. Well, that's what I would think,
I think 30s.
You think? Well, I've said this before, the way I grew up, I never partied anything. I got married at a young age. Had babies at a young age, and so I really didn't know the party scene.
I had fun.
The bars or anything like that, so, but I don't mind, Now, of course, I'm enjoying life because, my kids are older.
I was pretty young too, but I wilded out a little bit.
Not me. I'm like,
well, as I got older.
Yeah. So. I don't even know what it's like to be wild, to be honest with you. I'd be like, I probably wouldn't even know what to do.
I used to date a guy who was a drummer in a rock band, so.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever had told me that.
Yeah.
Maybe you did.
Maybe
I wasn't paying any.
Passed away?
Oh, yeah. No, I was.
He was a drummer, and since before I was even 21, I was in bars with them.
Yeah.
Yep. And they were really popular. He'd sign his name on the drumstick, and I'd throw him out to people. It was fun.
Speaking about drummers, my nephew, Isaiah, we call him Zaya, he's a wicked drummer, and he's 14. That's my brother's son, which my brother is Robbie Jude.
People don't believe me that I know Robbie Jude.
Yes, Robbie Jude is my brother.
They're like, you're lying. You don't know him. I'm like, yes, I do.
Yeah, it's my brother, my sister, and then me. But yep, Robbie Jude's my brother.
We got to bring him on here.
Hi, Robbie.
Hi, Candace.
Hi, Tracy. Hi, Candace.
Casey.
Hi, everybody.
Hi,
Love to all the family.
And if you're wondering who Robbie Jude is, he's a New Mexico singer. A very popular New Mexico singer.
Spanish music, if you like the Spanish music.
Look it up. Yeah. Check him out. He's some
awesome.
Good music.
Yeah, he's awesome.
What did you do?
We went to the. I always do that sometimes.
Rewind.
I'm like, wait, do I want to lie or no? I'm just kidding.
Rewind.
Yeah, rewind. We went to Sleda Lakes.
Nice.
Yeah, we went for, the weekend. It was great. The weather was more refreshing. It wasn't as hot. There was a lot of people there, but the prices... the prices went up,
Well, it was a holiday weekend.
Yeah, the balloon fiesta and all that stuff. So that was just, whatever. But, I mean, it was nice. It was nice. A nice little getaway. And then the other night, we decided... Actually, the night that we came back, right, McBabe? We decided to sleep in the trailer one more night.
Yeah, we were camping at home.
Yeah, we were camping at home.
We've done that before.
Watching Bride of Chucky.
For our anniversary, it was COVID, so he ordered us food out.
I remember. You tell me you guys celebrated it in there, and you had just bought the trailer and everything. Yeah. I'm going to... kind of miss camping there now that it's getting colder. Although, you can still go.
Yeah, I'm still.
But I'm a cold person.
I'm still going to go. We can sit inside, watch movies.
I don't like the cold. Daphne does not like the cold. So, what's the topic tonight?
Well, this weekend I was on my Facebook, and I wish I had it in front of me. I had this meme, and it talked about...
Oh, I have it. Yeah, I think I have it.
You should look it up so I can say the exact words. I want to say the exact words and not misquote.
You don't want to misquote it.
But it's about paternity.
This is what she... Do you want me to read it for you?
Go ahead.
Okay. So it's a post that she had posted on our Facebook page, and it says, if a man pays child support and finds out later that the child is not his, should the woman have to pay back? Wow, that's a pretty intense topic there.
It is. Well, a good friend of mine is in a situation like that, where the judge wouldn't even really listen to him. Like, oh, you signed that paper and that's your kid. But if you're misled, that's wrong. Like, if you really don't know, that's one thing. But to know and have it on text to say, oh, he wasn't yours or she wasn't yours.
Yeah.
That's just a lie.
Yeah, and we did get, some responses from you guys, which we really appreciate.
I really would like to get a petition going for our friend.
Yeah, and, we're all about building women up and everything like that.
What about men?
Like men. And
we have sons.
Exactly.
So we have to protect our men
exactly.
too.
And that's the thing is that I can understand if you're not the father, if they tell you.
Maury says you are not the father.
Like, I think it should be the man's choice.
Decision.
If he wants to continue raising that child that's not his. I mean, yes, you create a bond, but I couldn't even imagine how the non-biological father would even want to face the person that said he was the father, the mom.
Not just even that.
And then to have to pay child support.
Not just even that. Like, you're responsible for the medical. Like, what if something happens to that kid and needs a kidney or something? Or maybe not a kidney. I don't know. Something from the father, and then you don't know who it is. Like, I think it's only fair for that child to know who his dad or she, who their dad really is.
Yeah. And it's just real unfortunate, that there are cases out there like that. And so, Crazy had wanted to bring it up in one of our podcasts because, that's unfair. Regardless of the situation, if you were a couple or you just had a one-night stand or,
be honest about it.
Yeah, you trust a person and you take their word, and it's just, what do you do? And then come to find out, because didn't you say your friend had said that the mother was saying, oh, sign over your rights. And,
she was like, sign over your rights. And this guy was trying to do the right thing by his son.
Really
or daughter.
Yeah.
Trying to keep this child together as a family. Yeah. And when he decided he no longer wanted to be with the woman, she's, the child started saying, I have like 3 dads.
Yeah.
Like, why would you say that? That makes you wonder, why would you say that? Like,
did you find out what it was? Did you find out why he was saying that? Was it?
Well, I think she has multiple boyfriends.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm not even real
that
sure.
Says it. That
I'm not even real sure if she knows who the father is, which it sucks because I mean, I'm not bashing her at all. Yeah. You do you, boo. But But
the whole point of the matter
is innocent.
Exactly. And I really don't think that a man should have to take on a responsibility that's not his. Of course, if you think the child is yours.
There's men out there that have children that don't take care of them.
Exactly.
The good guys are getting hurt by it, and the bad guys are out there.
And then you have these judges that are, going with the women. I was just
going to bring that up.
Yeah. They're going with the women.
A judge wouldn't even give my friend the chance to speak or bring the DNA forward because he did a home DNA. Okay, they're not all accurate.
Yeah.
But he asked for a court-ordered one. You know what they said? Sorry, you signed that at birth. Well, then they should have a DNA machine there by birth to check to make sure you are the dad. Mm-hmm. Or,
And he's
maybe Medicaid. And this guy ain't like a big old rich guy that's almost like a movie star or something. It's just a normal Joe, guy. It's getting blamed. Well, they thought he had a child, and it turned out to be 0%. And he's still, I'm not going to say stuck, but he's still having to pay payments on child support.
Which is
still having to pay medical. Like, it's just, it's sad. It's just a sad thing.
I have daughters, and stuff, and I have grandchildren, and their fathers aren't physically in their lives at this time, and I've told them, get child support or whatever. And, they're like, no, if they don't want to, and I'm not saying these fathers don't want to be in their lives or anything like that.
I did the same. I didn't ask my son's dad for nothing.
If I have to make, if I have to be responsible for my child on my own, which, it's hard, to be a single mother. I get that. And if you are the real father, then of course you want to help. Absolutely.
Not always.
But, it's for a person who finds out that they're not the biological father and the judge still makes them pay, that's just wrong on so many levels.
It's not even just about the money. I mean, money comes and goes. It's about
just everything,
feelings.
Just betrayal, feelings, bonding. Eventually, I'm sure
the kid's gonna want to know.
Is gonna know,
or find out.
Who's my daddy? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? That sucks.
It's sad for the kid because.
So, what do you all think about that? I mean, do you think? Of course, on the meme you put, it said if the mother should pay back. Absolutely, they should pay it back. Just for, not.
If you don't pay
honest.
the IRS, you're going to have to pay back.
Yeah.
So why shouldn't anyone else have to pay
exactly.
back? If it was me doing that crime, I would get caught and I'd have to pay back.
Yeah. Personally, I couldn't do that to a man because I don't need a man. Just to FYI, I can make my own money.
I mean, everybody can.
But the thing is they don't want to, or, it's just about, I want to just stay home and sit on my ass all day and just get money.
I think it's a control thing.
Which I think is just wrong, like on so many levels.
Yeah, I think it's a control thing. I don't think it,
And then not only
I don't know this woman personally. I know him personally. I don't really know her personally, but I mean, I'm sure she has a side too.
Well, there's always two sides to a story. Absolutely. Yeah,
there's
the truth.
Yeah, the truth.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
I think,
I didn't force
Yeah.
anyone to pay nothing they don't want to pay.
I just think it's wrong. And, you know, like I said, we don't really like to talk about politics on here or anything like that. But the judges here are, I don't know. I just don't trust these judges. You know, it's just like.
I don't trust any of them.
Yeah.
I don't trust no government. Just sorry.
It's just, you know.
You all believe what you believe. I don't trust nobody.
Yeah.
I think we're all out. Everyone's out for themselves.
You know, and what you're saying is this person went and talked to the judge, and the judge didn't even give him no opportunity.
Didn't even give him no opportunity
to speak his case or everything.
And then you can't get a lawyer.
He had evidence.
Right.
Wow.
And you can't get a lawyer because you're too busy paying child support. How are you going to get a lawyer?
Yeah, right?
You know, how are you going to do that? Like I said, they want people to, they complain about homelessness here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, but who's going to live off $700-900?
Yeah.
The most you get's maybe $900 if you work long enough.
Yeah, see, that's just crazy.
How do they expect people to work and to support? They usually have 2-3 kids. You know, of course they're going to end up on welfare and food stamps.
Yeah,
what else are they going to do?
It's just
if
crazy.
you pay for child support, if you pay for, say you get a dad that don't want to help. Okay, you make, they're paying $12 an hour now, 14 if you're lucky. That's our state.
Yeah.
Of New Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico. And you have to get an apartment, and you can't have, say you have 2 boys and a girl, or 2 girls and a boy, you can't have them sleep in the same room.
Oh, yeah, absolutely
so
not.
You've
they
got
don't
to have
allow
a 3-bedroom.
Excuse me, allow that, yeah.
So you're going to get that with $900 a month? That's not possible.
Exactly.
Even with food stamps, even with Medicaid. I've been told I should be one of those advocates for people because I'm always for the people. I am always for the people. I should be your next president.
No, you know, and it's true.
But I am always for the people because I am the people.
Yeah,
I'm not rich.
Yeah.
I am the people.
Exactly. And it's not even about, you know, like you were saying about money. It's just the whole point of the matter that
being truthful
and just being honest.
God,
yes,
come on.
You know,
he didn't want to stop paying. He just said, "Can I have a DNA test through the courts?" He wouldn't even do it. Why not?
Even budge.
Why not? I mean, ladies, if your husband asked, well, I'm going to repeat this anyways. I had an aunt that always told me growing up, And I used to think, damn, that's jacked up. She used to always say, my daughter, I know they're my kids. And my boys, I don't know, the woman could be lying. Like, I never thought about that till she told me. And I started thinking about it. I have boys. So I've always told my boys, if you get somebody pregnant, hopefully you don't. Well, first I tell them if you're going to have sex, be prepared that might be your next baby mama daddy. Just saying.
Forever. Not just 18 years.
Yeah.
Forever.
So you young kids, no, it's not just for fun. Take care of yourself because you got to deal with this person forever usually.
Facts. You know, it's just
And
like...
if you are doing it, don't blame somebody who's not. I'm not going to say at fault. I'm trying to think of the word. Like, that's innocent. You know, find out.
Yeah.
You know, don't do
just-
that to somebody. It's hard.
And not only that, it's not fair to the child because it's not the child's fault. They didn't ask to be brought into the world. Do you know what I mean?
Their dad is, and it's pretty sad for them.
Yeah. And why do females do that? I mean, and like I said, it's not all females because
maybe they don't know.
You know?
Maybe they don't know. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they...
Well, didn't you say also that your friend had to pay back, pay when he was in the
living
child's
in the
life?
house, paying bills, giving her money, and he still has to pay back what he...
That's
what he did.
crazy. Can you believe that? Like...
And this is a true story.
Yeah, this is
I
a
really
true
would
story.
like to get a petition
And I know
going.
there's men out there who are going through this.
And that's why I want to bring it up.
Yeah,
There's
because,
men
you
out
know,
there.
we're all for men, too. You know, we're for everybody.
Because I'm like, women, if you have them out, don't be stupid like me. Go get your child support. If that's truly your kid's dad and he has to help, he should help you.
Absolutely. If you're,
You know?
and you're not in their life,
But
absolutely.
men, make sure before you sign anything, make sure that's women are crazy.
Yeah, they
Nowadays, I remember when I was young, I grew up like in the 80s. It was like holding hands and maybe you kissed or whatever. But now hooking up
It was more like mid-80s, I think.
Yeah, mid-80s.
Like
I was still a little girl.
Yeah, in the 80s, 80s,
middle 80s, yeah, middle.
Or late. I would say late 80s.
Almost late 80s. 'Cause
Like
we're
in
in middle
between
school,
that, yeah. Like in
Because I think
between
in
that.
84 we were in middle school, weren't we?
Something
Or
like
85
that.
or
Yeah,
something. I don't know.
like that.
But,
so,
you know, we're stupid, holding hands, wearing the jacket, kiss them here and there. But, man, kids these days are having real babies.
Yeah, like
little
literally.
kids,
And it's just like,
dude.
get yourself, if you don't want
Nowadays-
kids or whatever, or, you know.
Nowadays, hooking up is like you have sex.
Yeah,
right
hooking
away.
up is the
Dang.
whole package, sex and everything, you know.
I don't know how dating works these days with social media because when I last dated, we didn't have social media.
Yeah.
I guess it was barely a thing. So I really didn't.
Yeah, and then,
have to deal with that.
remember how we were talking about platforms and I had asked about Discord and stuff. Well, I guess it's like you can use it as a dating site app, like a group app, gaming, like it's all kinds of different stuff. I was just curious because I was like, Discord, like what is that?
Oh,
well,
yeah.
that's what it is. And you can also, it's also like a dating app.
That's crazy. I mean,
Yeah, so.
would you use a dating app if you were
Absolutely
ever single?
not.
Why
Mm-mm.
not?
Because there's scary people out there. I don't trust. I wouldn't trust nobody.
I believe
no
in real that.
random.
But even if
Yeah.
you meet someone at a bar or in a grocery, even at a church. I had a friend
I
who
don't
got
know.
killed
Yeah, I'm
by
like,
her husband.
bro.
It was all into church, serving the church. The whole family would
Is
serve
that the one
church.
that he shot her in the head?
No, he stabbed her.
Oh shoot!
They
Yeah.
were in church too. Yeah, they were
Oh,
churchgoers
my
too.
God. Yeah. See, that's just crazy.
So you can't say meet someone so and so. You just look them up.
Yeah, I would
Look up their background.
I'd be like, I'd rather be single and just, you know, sit at
Especially
home
my age.
and
Especially at my age.
I'm good. I'm good. Like, it's just, it would be too hard. You know, I mean, and dating apps do work for some people, you know, but I'm just not that type of person to, you know, go out and just be on dating apps and stuff like that. It's just, I don't know. It's not my thing.
Do you guys
but
use dating apps?
if
Have
you
had any
guys do,
luck?
it's great. You know, if it works for you. I mean, I have heard. Well, didn't you say you had a friend that they met online or something?
Oh yeah, and they
And
lasted.
They've been. I mean, so it can also. I mean, everything always has its pros and cons if you really think about it. You know, it's just taking that
Yeah.
leap of faith, I guess. I don't know.
And they were young. They were kids.
Yeah, see? That's just
And they're
crazy.
together, 2 babies later.
And, and not only that,
And they're a good couple. He's a good man. She does her thing on the side, but he works. He takes care of him. Like, he's a good guy.
But
you can find good guys out there, girls.
Yeah.
And
No, go ahead.
And then, so I was with my daughter, and I was like, I saw a shirt that said Toxica. And I was like, why does it say toxic? Like, why would a girl want a shirt that says toxic? Well, hey, I'm crazy.
Because she's toxic.
Well, I'm crazy, but my 2 girls are telling me that guys these days like toxic women. That's what they want. They look for a toxic. They want
crazy.
A woman that's going to go all crazy and chase them.
Why,
I don't
though?
know.
I wouldn't go all, whack over a dude.
Hey, I have in my past. I don't lie. I'm not going to lie. I was pretty stupid in my past when I was younger. But
yeah, you were young, though. Who doesn't do stupid shit when they're young?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Now,
if you were doing it now, I'd be like, bro, grow the fuck up. But you're not like that. But there are females out there that, are still like that, or jealous of exes or, vice versa, guys.
Well, you know why
girls.
People are jealous of exes because, like, it's not that.
But they shouldn't be.
I know, but it's not.
That's the thing.
It's not that they think they want him back. I think that, especially if they have children, I think that they had a special bond that will never. Like their first baby.
Yeah.
Their first kiss. Their, I mean, there's first and stuff and family members.
But everybody has a past, whether it's 30 years to a year
and
or
like
whatever.
Family members that person will never meet. Memories that person has with their family, and if you were that close.
Yeah. And it's just, just be mutual, civil, whatever.
Just be honest.
I have an ex, and he hangs out with my family that I don't even hang out with.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
And I don't get pissed. I'm not calling up my cousins and being all, what the F are you doing? Going to parties with my ex and sha-la-la-la-la. I can give a rat's ass. They have a history together, Like, I don't care.
But not really like
I don't
that.
Even care.
I'm saying like my son's grandma. His great grandma. Like, I knew her, but anybody new that came along would never know that. Would never know that.
Yeah.
Would never share that with them. Your first child, that's a intimate, unless it's that person's first child too. There's an intimate bond you have with each other when you do that. I
mean, and you have to get along anyway. Most you just have to get along with your
You know what I really
regardless,
freaking hate? Someone who's with somebody so long, I didn't like him. He was a bad supporter. He was an abuser. He was a manipulator. He was then why were you with him? When you're with him, you're posting all happy, all contenta. Why are you dogging him now? I don't dog my ex. I think if you dog your ex, I think that's like petty.
We still have we have a good relationship with one another.
And you guys have
we get
special
along.
Needs daughter that
so
you'll always have to be in contact.
He has his girlfriend.
Regardless.
I have my boyfriend, and
isn't there
life
song says, I
is
got
just
my
great,
girlfriend, you got your boyfriend.
Yeah, life is just great, just because we're not together anymore. Doesn't mean that we have to despise each other. And that's not only for me, that's for anybody in general that have families.
That's
of
dumb
course
though,
you're gonna
because
get
you don't
along,
have to fight.
But yeah, there's no need for that.
You don't
I'm
have
not
to be
saying
best
I'm gonna
friends,
be I'm gonna be best friends or anything like that, or be kicking it at the same parties and shit.
Like,
you know what I mean?
I'm cool with my ex's family, like really cool.
Yeah.
Like every time my son sees them, they ask for me. Like when there's a special, like someone passes away, my niece from him will put me live, so I'm there with the family,
which I think that's
and
great,
it's been 20-some years.
Yeah,
but
it's just
mean, when you're part of someone's family, you're just part of their family. Like
that's just
my husband's family now. I talk to them way more than I do my own. If we divorced, it'd be a trip because I would have nobody.
Yeah,
because I love my cousins. I talk to one of them.
Yeah.
One constant.
Yeah.
And she's like it. Because the rest, like I do talk to, like, for that way or something, in Santa Fe, or maybe we'll message, but Me and my husband's cousins were always
Yeah.
messaging.
This
and
is, I guess,
talking.
this is like a, paternity ex
Relationship.
type of relationship,
Because that's
like,
an ex.
yeah, well, yeah, and I
But
want
just
my
be
ex to
honest.
be happy. You
And
know what
looks
I
don't
mean?
always even matter.
Exactly.
I knew
wish him the
guy,
best, to be honest
I knew
with
another
you.
guy that had 5 kids.
Mm-hmm.
And the one we thought was really his was the only one that was not his
That's
kid.
crazy.
Glasses just like him, blonde just like him. I mean, identical to him.
Yeah.
Wasn't his
Well,
kid?
well, and get this. Okay, so my boyfriend, he has a son. Babe, Nick, babe, is it okay if I talk about this?
Yeah, that's fun.
Okay. So his son was here about, I guess it was 2 years ago, I believe. And I had never met like his ex or anything like that. And, she came down and stuff, and, we met up with her, and I finally met her and stuff like that. And I mean, we got along great through the whole, day. We took his son to the zoo. We included the mom and her baby daughter.
That's cool.
Everything, and we're like, we got this, sha-la-la-la-la. We took them to eat after. Then his son came and, hung out, and me and the mom talked really good. And then all of a sudden, she just changed and was like, you're a bitch, you're a bitch, and, telling off my ex, and I hope that bitch is worth it.
Yeah, I'm not the
Talking
one, girl.
about me like
I'm
that.
a girl.
and
I'm calm, but I ain't the one.
not only that, and so, it was just like, I was trying to be nice. I even made them snacks for their trip because they were from out of town, so he, the son came to say bye or whatever, and I had snacks for them, like, here for the trip in case you guys get hungry, and then has the nerve to call me a bitch, and I hope that bitch is worth it. Like, why are exes like that? And then his other ex, which they hadn't been together for a while either, saying, I hope that bitch is worth it. Like, what do I have to do with any of what happened in your guys' relationship?
I just
Like,
think
I
that's-
wasn't there. Like, I'm just me.
I think that's
I'm behind
insecurity.
the scenes.
I think that's insecurity of them.
Yeah.
Because I remember when my ex, I had already moved on. My ex had brought a girlfriend over to my parents' house,
Yeah.
and he left her in the van. And I said, "Why would you do that? Let
Yeah.
her get down. We're
You
not
know?
like that. Like, let her get down. As long as she's gonna be
Yeah.
respectful, I would be all for it."
Yeah, like I had an incident, it was about a month ago, and I had called my ex and asked if, because we have our disabled daughter and I take care of my father. Well, I kind of had an emergency, and I was like, I called him and asked if they could stay with him for a little bit, and he's like, absolutely,
That's
and
cool.
so I walked in, well, I was walking my dad in because he's old and stuff like that, and my ex's girlfriend was there and everything, and it was just like, oh, hi, like, it's not like you're like, oh,
Yeah,
what's there?
that's
Like,
cool.
I have no
that means
problems
you guys
at
are grown
all.
ups.
Well, yeah.
That's
Like, I don't have no beef with her, and I'm hoping she doesn't have any beef with me.
And she's good with the kids,
Yeah.
so
I
mean,
appreciate
what
that
more
like
could you
so
ask
much.
for?
Exactly.
You both moved
She's
on.
good to my daughter.
You both moved on, and both of them are good with your kids and grandkids. What more could you
Yeah.
ask for?
And my dad even said, she's,
Yeah.
she's really good and stuff like that. So, there's ways to work things out and still get along and not, have any type of hatred towards one another.
I don't
that's
have
the
hatred towards
thing,
anybody.
like with his baby mamas, you know what I mean?
Mama
like,
Z.
sorry, babe.
He was busy.
But I didn't ask for them to break up or anything like that. I came
It had nothing
after
to do
the
with
fact,
you, yeah.
and I, and like I said, I was all for her, coming into my house, bringing her into my home, and treating her like anybody, and that's his ex,
That's good.
But that's what you call like a real woman. You don't act a fool or stupid or,
Why,
I hope that
though?
bitch is worth it and
Why,
sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Like, leave me out of it. I'm not in the mix. I've never kept him away from seeing his kids or told him, you better not see your kids or else. Like, that's on him if he wants to see his kids. And then if he does want to see him, then it's like they don't get along with him. So it's just like there's an excuse, or he can't even call his son without freaking out that the baby mama's going to get pissed and start saying stuff.
That's bad.
So, men out there,
Hang in there.
And just
if you're
fight
going
for
through,
your rights,
if
though,
you're going
for sure.
through something,
Fight for your rights.
your rights, yes.
You have to.
You
have to fight
don't
for your
let
rights. And
a new baby daddy, a new baby mama come between you and yours. Don't do that.
Exactly.
And if someone loves you, they're going to accept all of you.
Exactly.
Everything about you.
Exactly.
I don't have no stepchildren, but if somebody came now and said, hey, your husband got me pregnant so many years ago and this is his kid, I'd be like, well, let's get DNA.
Yeah.
And if it was, we would treat him just like we do our own.
Exactly, yeah. Well, I had a situation like that.
I know.
Where she's all saying that she got pregnant by my ex and stuff like that. And I talked to her and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, when your baby's born, we'll do a DNA test. And, if it's his, then he'll take on the responsibility, and yeah, I was pissed at the time, but it was like, it's not the kid's fault.
But ladies,
my
ladies, listen to me. I'm old, I'm wiser. Been there, well, I haven't been there. I haven't done that either. But if your man ever tells you, or if he says, I don't think this is my kid, give him a DNA test.
Let him look like the fool.
Yeah, if you're not worried about it, let him look dumb. So you can tell your kid, well, he wanted the DNA. Not
Facts.
me, he did.
Facts, Let them, if it's going to make them feel better, then go for it,
When I was going to have my first baby, my son.
No yawning, girl.
You're sniffing.
No yawning.
No sniffing.
Well, at least it's not yawning where I'm
I know, I don't know why I do that. Only down here.
Yes.
It's like I'm all cozy. I'm like, oh, time to sleep. It's all cool.
It's nice down here.
But, no, you made me lose train of thought.
I did?
I'll talk to my ladies about, when I was pregnant with my son, I was in a tent and we were camping. I could hear this lady talking. I ain't going to call her a bitch because I don't really know her enough, but what she was saying was pretty jacked up. She was like, oh, how do you know it's your kid? He was like, I know her. Like, she's always with me.
Yeah.
And I told him, you're welcome to have a DNA test.
Absolutely.
Anytime
Shoot,
you
me
want.
too.
Well,
he
hadn't seen his dad's family in a while. Then he seen him, they're like, oh my God, you look just like your dad. Oh, I wish I was sitting there to see the look on that lady's face.
I know, right?
But I don't even know she was there.
That's just crazy.
I mean, when I remember my dad took me to go get my son's first pictures that they take in the hospital. I'm freaking crying. My dad's all, why are you crying, hombre? It was old Spanish.
Yeah.
And I was like, because he looks like his dad. I was crying so hard. I didn't want him to look like his dad.
Yeah.
And I still refuse that he looks like his dad. He looks like me. All my kids they're mine. They look like me.
I think Lisi resembles you, but she resembles her dad too, and Andrew doesn't look like you.
Yes, he does. He has the cheeks, the hairline, everything.
Yeah. No, I don't think he looks like you at all.
I'll have to bring him on one day. He is. Well, yeah, I'll bring him on one day. That's all I'm gonna say.
But anyway, everybody out there, we'd like to know your thoughts on
good or bad.
We're
not gonna get all mad. If it's bad, then tell us that was wrong. That was bad.
And if you're going through, a breakup right now, or a divorce, separation, or whatever, you kind of get upset at first, but it gets better. You just hang in there, get along if you have kids for your children's sake. Just know that if you guys aren't together or you're breaking up, there's a reason why. And don't ever question it. You just go with the flow.
But if someone's treating your children bad and they're not, even if they're their parents, don't deal with that.
Yeah, exactly. Don't.
I wouldn't.
Because there's a lot of, stepdads, stepmoms that, they get jealous of the children and, abuse them and, stuff. There's just so much awful shit, that goes on in this world. But the whole point is just get along. I mean, this world is so fucking corrupt.
And be honest about your kids and with your kids, because how are you going to explain that later? Why did dad stick around for a bit and then leave? You have to tell him the truth, unless you're going to lie to him, but
it's going to come out eventually.
It'll come out. There's podcasts.
It's going to come out eventually, And I hope your friend, gets
Well,
the justice that he
Before we go
deserves.
off, I really want to try to do an online and a physical petition.
Yeah. See, I
So we
think
could
that would
send
be
it to
great.
the judge and to legislation or something.
Because it's
There-
only
there-
fair.
We have to go above the judge with the
Yeah.
legislation.
Yeah.
Like whenever the governor's around, they're shaking hands. Right now, it's election time. Now's the best time to
Yeah.
hit them with that, because why can't we know?
And it may sound fucked up, because we're saying this stuff, but men have rights too. Okay? I mean, just because we're females doesn't mean it's all about us, even though we
And
want it to be all about us.
And we are there for the women.
Yeah,
women.
that's
we're
one
all
thing.
queens,
We're all
but-
queens, exactly, goddesses in my book.
Don't keep your kids from your
Or
ex,
don't lie.
and don't lie.
And go out and find who your baby daddy is, and get them to pay child support
get
and get them
justice for your
to be in
kid.
the child's life.
It's not just for the man, justice for her kid.
Exactly. Well, does she even? Oh, well, you said she probably doesn't even know who the father
I'm
is.
not sure.
Find out.
I don't know that.
That's just an assumption. But
Yeah,
if you do,
I don't know her like that.
if
but
you do
I
know who
him.
the father is, find him and get your son to be in his life that
Or
he's
daughter.
missed all these years. Daughter, vice versa, boy or girl. I always say him because
She always does.
Yeah,
Even
I'm
someone's
always saying
pregnant.
that.
Oh, he's so cute.
But-
it's pink.
don't make your child suffer just to be
Mean.
a fucked up person.
Well,
Like that's
no,
not right. It
it's
is
just to be mean.
It is.
Don't be a mean person. We have enough
Exactly.
mean people.
Facts.
We need calm, and yeah, I'm crazy. Just don't get me there.
Mm-hmm.
But be calm.
Well, but you get crazy when it's needed.
Necessary.
Yeah,
right.
it's not like you're just crazy just to be crazy. Yeah, we say some stupid shit. Today was kind of like a
a serious one.
serious
Just because I want to bring
topic,
it up.
you
because
know?
I feel like, I see a lot of people's kids murdered. I want justice for them too.
Absolutely.
I just want justice for what's
Absolutely.
right. That's all. That's all I'm asking. It's just for
Yeah.
what's right.
Facts. So if we do a petition, we would greatly appreciate your support if you agree with us. I mean, and if you
And if
don't
you
agree with
disagree,
this,
it's okay too.
that's okay
We
too.
can still play in the same sandbox.
Exactly.
We don't got to like each other. We don't have to love each other. But hey, we all
Yeah.
breathe the same air. We might as well deal with each other.
Exactly. I mean, because if the father has to pay back pay, for supposedly not being there with their child, and they're not the child's father, then yes, absolutely,
Or if
the
a
mother
or if a
should
mother
pay it
leaves,
back.
or
Just
if-
like the
right.
fathers have to
Right.
pay back pay, the mothers should
But
pay back.
if there's
what
a mother
they-
absent too, and the dads, because I
Yeah.
know a lot of dads raising kids too.
which is great. That's what
You
I'm
know,
saying. It's all
and-
about men also.
They should have to pay too. Just because they're female, they don't make as much money.
Okay, so
Bull
let me
crap.
ask you this. So this person, was he, providing for his
He was.
or his child?
He
at
never
the
even
time?
thought nothing of it till the child
Yeah.
started saying, "I have like 3 daddies." And he asked the child, "What do you mean you have 3 daddies?" Like that made him start to think.
Yeah.
And as he started to look at him, the feast, how do you say it?
The features
Yeah, the features, but
Yeah.
futuristics or whatever
weren't there.
weren't matching. Like
Yeah.
things were just looking weird, and he felt bad for even thinking that. Because I was
I'm
like,
sure he didn't even want to do it.
he
or
didn't.
He didn't.
But
Well, who would? You know what I mean? That's hurtful.
he
shit.
wanted to know, and it killed him.
Oh, I bet.
But he had to know, and when this kid gets older, this child's gonna kill that child too when it
Yeah.
finds out.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
just sad.
That child might come looking for their who they think is their dad. Maybe this dad has presents he's been saving, and maybe when he turns 18,
Or
he could give it to him.
or
Well,
if he doesn't know.
I had a boyfriend that had a kid, and it's gonna sound horrible, and he's not a horrible man. He's gone, but he had a crazy baby mama. He knew it was his, but he didn't want nothing to do with that kid because she would go break his windows. Things she would buy him, she would throw in his yard, break
see.
it, because he didn't want to be with her.
So it's
So-
that's horrible.
So he told the kid, I used to go get him when I was with him. And that's why his mom loved me, because I was never like jealous of the kid, or I'd say,
Well,
let's
it's
go
not
pick
their
him up.
fault,
Like,
you
let's go have
know?
fun.
Yeah.
I had no kids. I didn't even have kids back then.
Yeah.
I was very
I know
young.
You're telling me about
But
this.
anyways, he told the son, when you turn 18, I don't have to deal with your mom. I'll see you. And he did.
Yeah.
So before he passed, he got to know his kid and a grandkid, and that's awesome. That makes me happy for him because he missed all that time with them. And yeah, he could have probably tried harder. Like, I'm sure he could have. But when you have somebody all psycho, like, why do you want to deal with that?
Yeah.
He would even hide when she'd come and knock on the door.
Are you serious?
Because she'd come to
Was
my
it that
house.
bad? Oh my god.
And he would hide, dude. And I'd be like, why are you hiding? He'd be like, she's crazy. And I'm like, oh my God.
That's
but
so
I got along with her, though.
Yeah, that's so
She's
unfortunate.
my friend, but
yeah.
I didn't witness.
And it happens.
I didn't witness everything he said. I mean, there could be truth and lies to it.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Exactly.
But I know he didn't have nothing to do with him until he was 18.
Well, but sometimes, you just, if people are toxic like that, it's just better to just.
And some people aren't grown up yet. Men,
Yeah.
women. It's not just men. It's not just
unfortunate.
women. It's just,
Yeah, it's unfortunate. But
it is.
once again, we hope you guys,
We look like we have black teeth.
give us your input on what you guys think. Do you think that, we're messed up because, we're defending like the fathers that thought they were fathers? Or, do you agree with us? Because, we want to know your input. I mean, I personally think that if you don't want to take on a responsibility of a child that's not yours, I don't think you should have to, female or male. But, females are the ones who birth the child.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? You're with the child forever.
Mostly man rights.
Yeah.
Man rights.
And, there's men out there, too, that do know. Because, like I said, not all females are like this, There are some females that have been upfront and honest with their person and, gave them an option. I'm sorry this happened. We went through a rough patch at this time.
And wrap that sucker up.
Yeah.
If you don't want kids.
But the child is not yours. If you don't want to be in the child's life, you don't have to be. If you do, great. If you don't, I totally understand. I'm sorry. If they were open and honest, I can see that. Because then that gives the man the chance to say, yes, I do want to stay in this child's life.
Because, not to bring up bad shit, but if a woman has an abortion, the man has no say-so.
Exactly.
Because it's her body, which I agree. But, I mean, sometimes men are hurt by that, too.
Yeah.
So it's hard for men. It's hard out there for men.
Hard
and I have boys, 2 girls, so I'm in the middle somewhere right there. So.
Yeah, so
just
an
FYI.
FYI. Yeah. Yes, go ahead and thank our sponsor.
I'm going to put my glasses on because I can't see or hear without them.
It's time to wrap it up. I think we've been blabbering too much.
We'd like to give a huge shout out to our amazing sponsor, Desert Sage Heating and Cooling. Thank you for supporting our podcast and keeping us cool and cozy. Yes. We appreciate you and your team. Give them a call for all your heating and cooling needs. It's becoming, we've had really good weather here, like bomb ass weather. But the cold is coming. We're getting the 70s.
It's coming.
If you want something easy, call us for a mini split. Give them a call for a mini split or a changeover. So what should they do?
Don't forget to turn the page and call Desert Sage because they will give you the hookup. Absolutely. They'll drive onto your house and they'll get you taken care of. And we hope that you all have an amazing evening.
Weekend ahead.
Rest of the week.
We might be coming on more.
Yeah, like us on our YouTube channel. We just started up a YouTube channel. We would greatly appreciate your support. It would just be awesome. It's just YouTube. We can just talk a lot more. So and we will post it on Facebook, but once it's on Facebook, you'll go into the YouTube. But if you like and subscribe, that would be great. If you share, leave us comments, tell us what you think. We would greatly appreciate it.
Yep.
And we know you love our show.
But it's time for us to go.
We hope you all have an amazing rest of the week. Bye.
I should say something clever, but I can't think whatsoever. Because my logic's out the window when I'm sitting next to you. Go ahead and break my heart if you want to, but stay for a while if that's okay with you.